I'm at Harvard Library. There's no electricity in my apartment. I'm starving and hungry. So I'm sending my GoFundMe campaign to people for Facebook at the moment. Let's read this. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Oh, I've said twice. Oh, I didn't know post. That's so weird. What else? 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 I am bored. I'm seeking the death penalty for mostly everyone in my family of origin. They're rapists, murderers, and thieves. They're so disgusting. They steal my homes. They steal my vehicles. They get in the way of me receiving money. They're rapists, murderers, and thieves for the most part, trying to rape me and trying to rape Jaden and trying to rape Mommy through the poor older sorrows. Ew, 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 ew. A lot of them were so rude to me. A lot of my parents' relatives were so rude to me through Facebook. Like, what else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I need money to pay for my electricity bill. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored and I miss Jada. I miss Kehlani. Jada and Kehlani have been with Edgar, their dad, since 2016. I got raped in 2016 by Michael Norman and Jorge Aviles. So I'm seeking the death penalty for Michael Norman. I'm seeking the death penalty for Jorge Aviles. I don't have a relationship with them. Sadly, there's people in my family of origin that just see one be like, "Qué nene tan lindo," as a compliment. And then they put it in front of one and it rapes one. It possibly felt raped too. Did Jorge Aviles even want to join the Air Force if he was even in the Air Force to run into me in San Antonio? Fall down my school. They're disgusting. They're so gross. What else? 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 I'm bored. I am bored. So I have stalkers that chase me trying to rape me. There's no else. I'm seeking the death penalty for David me in 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020. I didn't want to see him. I filed a police report a few weeks ago against David Ledesma for raping me. Peña. I don't even know who he is. I didn't want him in my life ever. I didn't want to see him again. They trafficked me into poverty just to be like, and they think that one is gonna you can marry them or have sex with them. Ew, ew, ew. Dan un asco. Dan un asco. So good to know that Cyrus knows that I have children and that I have financial troubles. Right? Porque I'm seeking the death penalty for Cyrus Peña. Son una basura, son una asquerosidad. Ew, 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 ew. You can decapitate David Ledesma. You can decapitate David Ledesma. You can decapitate David Ledesma. Es un puerco. Mi permiso me roba mis vehículos. Gets in the way of me receiving money. Trying to kill me because I have a crush on my second cousin. Ew. Dan un asco. I didn't even remember that he existed. I never wanted to see him. Ew. He stalked me while I was dancing at Garden Bistro and Bar. I was just there dancing. I found out about Garden through an internet search, their website and Facebook. So I was taking myself there for self care. And he was stalking me there and he raped me. And then I remember, oh, these people are so gross. They have a hate crime towards me. They're like, if you even show up to Garden, that means that you want a hate crime towards you. Oh, they're so gross. What else? 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 Dangongas to share it. Kayla Bars, they're disgusting. Ew, ew, you can decapitate David Ledesma. You can decapitate Richie Hill, the traffic me into poverty to rape me in 2023. He's disgusting. I don't ever want him near me. What else? 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 I'm bored. You can decapitate for heavy list. What else? What else? What else? What else? These people are so gross. These people are so gross. I'm mistakes money. You can decapitate Sarah Francis that stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of me receiving money. Esa tipa una puerca, una basura, una asquerosidad. She was stalking me at Nordstrom because they asked me, Albert, I think it was, asked me decades ago, Starling, if you don't have money, where would you work? I'm like, why would I not have money? So they steal from me and they stay in my homes without my permission. They steal my vehicles. And I said, possibly Nordstrom or Gap. So there she was at Nordstrom, getting nudes from me, possibly, to share with him. What a lovely marriage they have, right? They have babies together pretending that she's me. Yeah. What else? What else? What else? What else? Dang asco. You can decapitate Sarah Francis, you can Mars, you can decapitate Berenice Venegas that were also stalking me at Nordstrom. They're disgusting. They fake to be the friend and they're like, oh, it's okay, you'll go through. I just went on a hot date and you couldn't eat. And by the way, the hot date was in your vehicle, in your own home, and you can't beat it. And I got paid illegally for it. Dangongas. Ever think about them? They're this but Elizabeth like tick when I don't ever think about them. They're so gross. They're disgusting. Ew, ew, ew towards them. What else? What else? What else? I'm talking the FBI in this post NATO interval. The U.S. Army, maybe the U.S. Marines, the Justice Department, the United States, the International Criminal Court. What else? What else? What else? I'm here checking the balance of my bank accounts to see if I have money. I need a bus pass. I need food. I need. What else? 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 I am bored. Checking my emails to see what else. What else? 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 I posted on Facebook this morning. Oh, and I saw that earlier last night. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Fun read. Oh, I want to visit next month. What else? Oh, I thought about taking a picture. What else? What else? What else? So I'm checking my. I just want to pretend that there can be my would be locked. Trying to kill me. There's somewhere else has to be the prettiest something there. They're disgusting. They're deplorable. They're so gross. Ew, ew, ew. In the meantime, it's dating. It's getting on. What else? 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 You can decapitate even having Soros sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the same money, that steal my vehicles, that put people against me for no good reason other than he's crying. They say I'm a bad spouse while he steals my money to date him. Just raping people's wives. Right? It's disgusting. Un puerco asqueroso. I don't ever want him near me. Yeah, that was. What else? What else? What else? I missed your advisor. What else? What else? What else? So I'll be asking. Hey, driver from Leo. Or free ride to get to HEB, possibly like food, and then a ride back to my apartment so that I can buy food so I don't die today. Because they're like a hot girl. They think that they need to kill one to be able to have pussy and dick to be available to people. A lot of people like myself practice celibacy on purpose. So my siblings literally want to kill me since I was like 3 years old for not wanting to have sex with them. They're disgusting. They're so gross. Yeah, you can decapitate Evelyn Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Marilyn Lorenzo Acevedo. You can decapitate Jacob Lorenzo Acevedo. They're deplorable. They're embarrassing too. You can decapitate Jennifer Bonilla. That steals my money, stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of your safety. I'm bored. Oh, what is that? June 5th, June 10th. There's one this on the 12th. Who's gifting me money today? What else? What else? What else? What else? Estas bellaqueras asquerosas basura asquerosidad. They're like, let's see what club promoter pays her to enter. And then I'll be, let me enter, let me enter, let me enter. What else? That's why they steal one's money. When one is public like this, dan un asco. So they go around, so no one wants her at their event. No one. Más invitaciones recibí yo. Mira, nena. So yo busqué al producer de esta discoteca. Busqué al dueño de este club. Él conoce 3 dueños de club también. Terminé en un group chat con 27 club promoters, dueños, y todos me ofrecieron un package porque I'm like, pero nadie le va a dar dinero a Lynn, nadie le va a dar dinero a Lynn. Y con invitaciones terminé con 27 club promoters y dueños. Terminé con 35 invitaciones para nightclubs. Y yo mirando aquí, nadie le dice a Arlene, pero I want you at my club. Dan un asco. They're disgusting. They're so gross. They're sex traffickers. Porque después dicen, con de los 27 me lo clavé a todo, me clavé a 12 nada más, nena. I'm still working on the rest. Oh, these are so pretty. What is it? What else? What else? Oh, those are pretty. Are they real? I'm bored. How cute. What? I'm bored. I am bored. What else? 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 I'm bored. What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm hungry. I'm gonna order food for myself and I don't have money. And I can have food order here to the library or to my apartment. It's not like 60 batches, but that's fine. You can decapitate Jennifer Bonilla that steals my money, stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles, gets in the way of your statement. This is a long shot for some that Jennifer Bonilla gets the penalty at the expense of my sanity and my hospitals. What else? Who is gifting me money today? Her through me. Déjame o me iba a dejar un comentario ahí. ¿A qué? Te lo dije, el que trabaja en el supermercado me ama y me va a decir, María, cásate conmigo ahí. Oh, you want to know what I was thinking when I posted that picture? That they think that if they cause my starvation, people are just going to show up to give them compliments and to bully me. They're disgusting. They're so gross. Ew. Ew, ew, ew. I don't ever want that. I'm bored. So Jennifer se creía que el bartender en Olajas le iba a dejar aquí comentarios. Decir, pero Jennifer, que tú eres mal empresaria, eres pobre. So that's why they cause poverty and starvation. They're like, we want to know where we rank amongst the people that we know and what people that we don't know. They're always fishing for. They don't know how to wait for complimenting me ever. It's nice to hear it, but I need to know. I was aware that I have kids because they were at the party there and they've stayed in her home. And I don't have money to support Jaden or myself. You can decapitate Maria Luisa Rosa and you can decapitate Elisa Munoz Carrero. They're aware that I have kids, Jaden and Kaylani. And what else? Or myself. Maria Luisa said to me in 2020 that single mothers shouldn't be on social media. La tipa una puerca, una asquerosidad. Ew, es basura, eso. Pero that's Albert's wife. I think I swallowed it. I took another picture. Uh, that was- They want to know which one of their classmates love them. You can kill Jennifer Bonilla. Is that her sister, Natalie Ashwood? You can that's in the way of me receiving money, your sister, or this hoe. If she's a hoe, you can kill her. I don't care. And seeking the death penalty for thousands of people. They're fighting for my USA bank account. Están dando puño. Verbalmente ella, mientras me trata de matar a mí. I wanted to be like, está casada con Edgar y tener una cuenta en USAA. All day long, dando asco. They're sex addicts, they're porn addicts, so gross. What else? What else? What else? Or they want to show me. ¿Tú te crees que yo estoy casada? Soy de mamá y que cuando hombre ya me puso más atención y me dio cuenta cómo yo soy. Quiero permitirlo también. What else? What else? What else? I didn't kill her and set the food. You know, it was so close. I just couldn't remember one because I don't draw on her steal it from me ever. She's disgusting. Una puerca, una basura, una casera. Ew. What else? You can decapitate Maria, Luisa Rosa. Es true de mí decir, tú te crees que tú eres la única que tiene una cuenta en el USA. Cuando Anthony Capino se metió en los Marines, él me consiguió una. Yo soy dependiente del mejor amigo. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Soy dependiente del mejor amigo de Anthony Capizano when he joined the Marines y yo también tengo una cuenta de USAA. Dan un asco, they're deplorable, they're stupid. Ew, ew, ew. I miss dating, I miss being lonely. I've been laughing at those people. My siblings want to be the it girl of Aguada or the it boy of Aguada. So they steal from me, so I'm in a homeless shelter. Some basura. Dan un asco. They're deplorable. So gross. Ew, 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 ew. What else do you want to say? Like, they want me to die immediately for them to be the it girl. For them to get what Andrew has promised her of me that he has. He possibly has stolen a key of a home that I have or a custom vehicle that she's like, I need Arlene to die so I can get her vehicle ready. Like, this needs to be rushed. María también está esperando que Arlene se muera porque Andrew le va a dar la casa que tienen en tal lado. Dan un asco. They're disgusting. They're so gross. Ew, 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 ew. De ellos. Ew, ew, ew. I've heard them. They're like, oh, vale, la histórica Pizarro se le estaba darling. Porque él va a ser enviarle mensajitos de amor por Facebook cuando te Facebook. Hola, yo no tenemos nada de link porque qué va a hacer el link te amo por Facebook. Mira, uno de ellos está dan un asco. They're disgusting. Ew. No sabes. It's like, You can decapitate Araceli Echevarria González. You can decapitate Jimmy Tindalli, Lorenzo Suarez. You can decapitate Yesenia Ramiro Lorenzo. You can decapitate Victor Papin Cajigas. You can decapitate Adriel Chaparro. You can decapitate. Oh! You can decapitate Eliseo Lorenzo, Suarez Lorenzo. Dios mío. You can decapitate Maritza Vargas Lorenzo stays in my home without my permission that steals my vehicles. You can decapitate Maritza Munoz. You can decapitate Jorge Aviles that raped me in 2016. Thereafter, my vagina pictures, my lingerie pictures are so gross. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez and his system that raped me. They steal my money. They get me. I'm like, I feel like expectation. Goodbye to them. O they're like with canicas, pues si alguien se muere, Andrew me va a dar esta casa, le podemos robar esto. Tiene unas parties bellas en display, esta casa, que la diseñó ella misma. Y ella también dándose puño a ver quién matan primero para quedarse con mi panty nueva que están displayed en mi casa. Que he gives them access to. Y si quieren ver algo, déjame llevarte a la casa. Es un jíbaro asqueroso un puerco. No unos jíbaros asquerosos, no unos jíbaros asquerosos. Son unas puercas y unos puercos. They're disgusting. I'm born. I'm born. I'm born. Anyways, dame un asco. Some FBI agents say there are years, decades to fulfill. So I get praise because I'm excellent at probing and collecting evidence. What else? What else? What else? What else? That's why they aim for a quick kill, and that's why they all showed up. Gustavo Madero! They tried to direct behind the scenes. Esa asquerosidad de Víctor Papín Cajiga, que es una lata de salchicha, one can share it. Es un puerco basura. If one even talks to them privately, that turns into sexual harassment. And be like, when referring to penises, they're deplorable. He just meant that he's killing me for dick. Dan un asco. They're deplorable. They're so gross. Ew, ew, ew. In the meantime, it's Jaden Kehlani. And they all know that Jaden Kehlani exists, don't they? What else? What else? What else? Porque don't they go talking to people being like, me gustaron las nalgas que tienen nene puestas. And there people are like, I'm biting my tongue. I'm never gonna say that I know that she has kids, so that I can be a witness that she needs to provide for her kids. You know, I must not comment. And people dicen, nena, que te estás cagando in group chats por no admitir que ella tiene un hijo y una hija. Que está ahí, like, yo no voy a admitir, yo no voy a admitir, yo no voy a admitir. What else? What else? What else? How's this? And I'm starving. And I could die of starvation today. But over my dead body after that fell on the ground, I'm gonna eat it. Even if it's sealed, but sometimes it isn't fully sealed. Y eso es la polla. What else? What else? What else? And then yo camino con la cabeza al frente. I miss you, Lucky Tiger. Seriously, I used to smell like shit while working at Nordstrom because they were trying to rape me there. They were stalkers. They were so gross. They didn't even bring it up to me because they know that I would call the police. And then after I quit, they want to make me feel like a loser. The girl has to quit her job and get fired. I'm not even Latina poor, you moron. Asquerosidad, puerco. What else? 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 Anyways, so I quit. I'm like, I'm here just returning stuff that I thought would work to work. And still has tags on it. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? And de basura, asquerosidad, maldito bellaco con glorianista. Ramón put it on my side. Maldita sea Benjamín Suárez Lorenzo, lo mierda que produce. And I don't remember their mother's last name because I'm never available to ever think about them. Ew, estos tipos dan un asco, son una basura. I met them at orgies when I was like 1, 2, or 3, and then they stalk me. They steal my homes, they steal my panties, and they wear them without my permission. They steal my vehicles, trying to be the it girl and the it boy. So I can't date when I'm always dating my vagina because I have it attached to me. Entonces el Anthony Capizano ese o el maldito bastardo asqueroso ese, Andrew, is that one Andrew? Says that's what she says, so we let her date. Todo es, that's what she says. Because this. Si el amor todo lo puede, el amor todo lo puede, I'm gonna make it work. No hay amor que sea posible. La policía dice, maldito, mátate, Mary. They're hilarious sometimes. They're like, Anthony, how are you gonna make that work with Arlene, Andrew? How are you gonna make that work? No hay amor imposible. Y ellas empiezan a decir ellos hasta que llega la policía y te dice, mira, mátate, deja de estar robando a Arlene. like, nene, tú no tienes remedio. You don't have a chance. Y no es porque yo sea prostituta ilegal, because I also have my own business. Decades ago. Decades ago. Son una basura. They don't even like me. They're possibly not even physically attracted to me, and they want to rape me. They're so disgusting. They're basura, asquerosidad. I don't ever want this near me. It's disgusting. What else? 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 I'm bored. I miss Dana. I miss Kinlani. The other attachment of my vagina. If my vagina came with accessories, it would be Jada and Kinlani. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I'm starving. I haven't eaten breakfast today. Wow, él está haciendo cafecito. Ay, yo salir de mi casa de ¿Y qué más? ¿Qué más? ¿Qué más? Dan un asco y luego la va a llevar a la playa. My computer's turning off in like 7 minutes. Instead of asking a Via bus driver for a free ride. Dan un asco y él se cree que yo lo voy a sacar una cita mendigando por sexo, mendigando por una cita, una basura, una asquerosidad. My parents tried to simplify life for him decades ago and said just have a home built. And then you can do the deed there. You don't have to even marry her. She's not the marriage type. They're like, she's not the marriage type. Dan un asco. Ew, son una basura. I don't ever want them near me. I want to order food for myself today. You can decapitate Ginny Gendaliri, Lorenzo Suarez, that according to one of these pendejos, Ginny Gendaliris has more money than me because they steal from me. She's older than me, had her own bedroom, had her own wardrobe. Is the sure thing orgasm? Wow! Just wow! People that I'm not even asking today are giving me explicaciones asquerosas tratando de que yo me mate. No, es un puerco, una basura. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I'm bored. I am bored. Who's gifting me money today? I want to visit them. What else? On Jennifer Bonilla, they make it official publicly, like some of the disasters of their family member that rape each other and don't want to be together. I've heard they're like, yo me la paso enseñándole foto a la gente, like, aquí con mi esposa Ginny Gendaliris, aquí con mi esposa Jennifer, para que la gente no me acuse de estar getting illegal prostitutes. And now that Arlene has exposed me, now I'm gonna. There's no me having exposed it. It exposed itself the minute it committed a crime. It's that dumb. It's like a toddler that covers his eyes and thinks that no one is seeing him. Es bruto, un puercojito de la familia de Jennifer Marie Vázquez se entera. Was gonna say, Arlene, you don't have your own money porque como Jennifer menea ese culo, Andrew, tú no sabes hacerlo, ¿ok? What else? What else? What else? What else? You can decapitate Jennifer Marie Vasquez that stays in my homes without my permission, steals my vehicles. People said her review at 18 was like a monkey driving Arlene's vehicle down Asco. So people took pictures of it decades ago. You can decapitate Jennifer Bonilla. You can decapitate Ginny Jandaliri Sorenso Suarez. You can decapitate Benjamin Suarez Sorenso sons that rape me, that steal my money, that get in the way of me receiving money. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? My phone. I mean, my computer is turning. What else? What was I gonna do? Oh, sweet. We're gonna do a cloud series. Horizonte Garden next week. And at 19 as well. There's nothing to miss with this. They're deplorable. They faked it in pictures trying to not go to jail for raping me. And for them to do the look at us dining. Look at us. So that's so illegal that he's raped me for content for him to jerk off to. Po, es un puerco, una basura. Ew, ew, ew. Él se cree que I don't understand all of that because I'm quiet. Dito, es un puerco. Uy, fabuloso. I love you. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? I keep swallowing. A besarte como ayer. I'm saying this thing, mommy. Oh, he's trying to traffic me into my parents' home to rape me there. He's deplorable. And then he wants to take Jennifer to the beach and be like, aquí en la toda de Jennifer. Mírenme todas. Estoy así en la tota de Jennifer en la playa. Y a mí la de en la casa. What else? What else? What else? Espera, que yo no estoy en un shower. Yo todavía no me cocino, pero eso no la saco de la casa. Ya, ya, no me cocino un sándwich, por eso estoy aquí en la playa. Ew! They're disgusting. They're so gross. Ew, ew, ew. You can decapitate basurín, bellaco, asqueroso, puerco, maldito, mátate already. Deja de estar robándome mi dinero. Es de Andrew, es de Albert Basura, es de Anthony Capizano. Es de Alex, ¿qué carajo me tiene que importar a mí? I never think about them. They're deplorable. They're so gross. Una basura. I don't ever want them near me. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Y yo no estoy para estar criándole el hijo a alguien either. Ew. Eso se hace from day one bien y ya. What else? 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 I'm bored. What else? ¿Qué? Tell me about it. My depression is financial though. What else? What else? What else? What else? They think they're waiting for Francochella de la hoja de que el brown no me gusta a veces. Comente y diga, ja, 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 yo tenía que sin novio. ¿O te acuerdas aquella vez que salimos tú y yo? Te hago esa guancha, sí, no te acostumbras. No te vas a comer la comida todos los días, nena. What else? 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 I'm bored. I wanna dance. Esta es la canción de él con una de Rapist. O el que viola. O es de Chayanne, porque también me dañó la mente temporalmente, pero ay, tú me has visto bailando en Garden. It's like whatever, whatever. No me acordé de él. No, 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 no,
This